is one of the ETL tools which is used to develop a data warehouse, usable data warehouse or data mart applications. If we want to work on any data warehousing tools, first we need to know fundamental concepts of data warehouse, like what is a data warehouse, what is the purpose of data warehouse architecture, difference between operational stores and operational systems to data warehouse systems. Okay, what is the meaning of data mart? What is the difference between data mart to data warehouses? Data warehouse life cycle. These are the fundamentals we are going to discuss in first few classes. Whenever we are discussing these fundamental concepts in any batches, we will use some PPTs which are related to data warehousing, which are going to explain about data warehousing fundamentals, like what is a warehouse, okay, what is the purpose of this data warehouse, why we need a data warehouse, what is the meaning of operational system, what are the characteristics of operational system, all the kind of differences as well as data warehouse definitions we will discuss. Once these fundamental concepts of data warehouse is completed, then we'll go for basic process about data model. Whenever we are working on any particular project, in that particular project, whatever model we implemented, that model, whatever we implemented, also very important. Because based on the model, whatever we created in any of the data warehouse, it will be useful for business structures as well as it will be useful for understanding the proper business, whatever we are having. Means we need to know what is the meaning of ER modeling, what is the meaning of dimensional data modeling, what is the meaning of normalization, what is the meaning of dimension tables, fact tables, star schema, snowflake schema. These are all the kinds of basic modeling concepts also we should know as a developer. Because even though we are not going to work in this modeling part in actual projects, once modeling of our project phase is completed, you are going to receive some kind of modeling document. As a developer on Datastage or any other ETL tool, we need to understand what is the model they have, what is the model they implemented, and how we are going to load that model process. That entire thing we need to discuss. That's what we are going to cover. In complete this part, we are going to know the modeling information. Once data warehousing fundamentals and modeling is completed, then we'll go for basic concepts of ETL tool. The tool, whatever we are going to learn, that is Datastage, is one of the ETL tool. What is the meaning of ETL here? Extraction, transformation, loading tool. Here extraction, transformation, loading, whatever we are using, that ETL tool is used to do different kind of extractions, transformations and loading process. In this concept, we are going to discuss what are the different types of ETL tools are available. Okay, what is the meaning of ETL process? How to implement those all the different type of ETL processes while implementing in a warehouse. Those basic concepts we are going to discuss here. Okay, at the same time, you will also receive software links for you, that is Datastage 8.5 or 8.7. Once you download, our admin is also going to start installing Datastage software into your machines, depending upon your requirement. Then once the installation is done and ETL basics are done, we'll go for actual ETL tool. that is data stage and quality stage 8.5 or 8.7. The latest version up to now in the market is that is IBM InfoSphere data stage and the quality stage 8.7. Maybe IBM people are also going to release 9.1. Okay, they released recently another press release. Okay, they are implementing a 9.1 also now. Here in introductory class about this tool, what we are going to discuss means we are going to discuss about the architecture of the data stage. What are the components available? What are the client components are available? So what is the difference between this ETL tool to other ETL tool? Those concepts we are going to discuss in introductory part. Right. Once introductory part is completed, when you got even installation data stage also, these are all the client components you will be able to see in your desktop. The client components which we are able to see here are the some of the client components are designer or developer client components, and below whatever we mentioned separately, these two all belongs to administrative client components. Means like this we are going to have multiple client components are present in data stage. Those client components are used to do some different activities. Means we need to start discussing about different kind of roles how to implement in our project. For example, you are applying for a position of data stage developer. Then what are the components we should know? What are the ways we should implement? We should know what kind of information. If you are working as a data stage developer means we should know these components like data stage designer client and director client, because these client components are used to develop a data stage job and compile a data stage job. If any of the upgradations also required, we can also do the upgradations also from designer clients. And if you want to see when the job is finished, whether the job is successfully finished or not, or any of issues is there in a code, those kind of logs if you want to see, we are going to use client that's called director client also. Okay, just I'm showing you how to logging into this particular any of these client components and what are the different kind of jobs also we already designed. Double clicking on this one. Okay, in this mission now we have 8.5 version of software. Here, host computer name I'm entering and username and password is same admin. Okay, batch I want to log in it. Let us say batch. Simply click on login. When I click on login, it will try to log into the stage designer client component. Right. Now we are in Datastage Designer. When we are in Datastage Designer client component, just okay, I'm opening what are the existing jobs already I designed for my previous batches. Just I'm selecting parallel jobs in Datastage. I'm going for a repository which is already saved components. This is having lot of jobs which already I designed for my previous batches. For example, I want to open one job. See here, this is the one data stage job which we are going to create for doing ETL operations. Okay, these kind of graphical designs we are going to create in actual classes. How to design, what the properties are there, and okay, what is this purpose, and what is this stage purpose, how to do joining operation, how to filter the data. These are databases. How to do this data, how to load the data into these different database tables. These are all the things we are going to discuss when we are implementing actual jobs. If you are working as a developer means you are going to every day use this designer client component to develop a data stage job, to compile a data stage job, to run a data stage job. And if you want to do any kind of modification to existing job also, you can simply go for this client component. Right. If you work for a data stage developer, that's called designer. Okay. We should know what are the activities we are going to do as a designer. So all the things we are going to discuss. Advanced concept like connecting with XML applications, containers, how to create the routine, and a few of the stages which are completely new to this data stage version 8.5 and 8.7. Those also we are going to discuss. SAD implementation, range lookup process, surrogate key generation, job performance, resource estimation, pivot enterprise stage, okay, performance optimizer, transformer looping condition, transformer stage last row handling. These kind of advanced options, whatever we received in 8.5 or 8.7, those also we can discuss in our classes by using this designer client component. This is a kind of job action. And apart from this one, when you, for example, like this kind of the graphical design you designed, and this is actually compile option. It's compiling now just, okay. Compiling in the sense is converting this graphical design into some coding format. Where that coding will save in the sense, it's going to save in repository. If you want to run, you can run this job. When you run the job, it may be run successfully or it may be fail. Anything will happen. Depend upon your target tables and every option. For example, if it is successfully maybe finish or aborted, right now it is aborted, means there is an error. Why there is an error in the sense? In target tables, okay, we put create table. Already this table is there now. It's trying to create again with the same name of the table. But when we change, just okay, I'm showing you just common example. When we, oh no, it's already happened now, no issues. Like this, we need to take care of some changes. What are the, is there any appends or create? Because in database table, if same kind of table name is there, it's never possible to create again one more table with same object name. That's the reason the job is aborted right now. Whenever it shows red color means it's going to be abort. Yes, I'm running and showing you how this job is going to execute. See, now this job is successfully finished. Okay, behind this job design, there are so many options we use and so many properties, so many SQL queries we write and everything. But once the job is successful, okay, as per requirement, we got the data or not, we need to check. And in case the job is successful or failure, we are going to log into data stage director client component. That's what we are discussing. What is this data stage director client component? What is the purpose of this one? When any data stage job you compile or run or okay, you want to stop the job in between when it is running more than expected time, or you want to create a kind of batches, or you want to do kind of monitoring of the data stage jobs or validating of data stage jobs. Okay, those kind of options if you want to perform, we simply use data stage director client component. This data stage director is one of the client component which we can use to validation. Most of the time which is used to validate the data stage jobs, okay, introduction to the basic flow, creation of batch jobs, execution status, monitoring, log creation, those kind of activities if you want to perform. This is kind of okay logs. Whenever any job is successfully finished, are there any warnings? We can see those warnings. If any job is failure, for example, in previous case it is failure, no? If it is failure, what is the reason behind the failure? That we need to rectify. As a developer, you have to rectify that failures also. If you want to know what is the reason behind the failure also, you should show this kind of log, right? Those we are going to discuss in data stage director. This director and designer client component, whatever we are discussing as per this course content, that is completely to develop a data stage job, to work as a developer. In data stage, apart from developer, there are multiple other roles are there. Those are In those one, nowadays, most of words you can also see that is data stage administrator client component. What is this administrator client component and what is the use of this administrator client component? What we can do with this administrator client component? Here, data stage administrator client component is used to do kind of administrative activities like setting up of the project, set up the analyst parameters, and enabling the RCP properties, set up the auto purging process, okay, environmental variable setups. So all the kind of admin activities also we can perform when we go for administrator. This is administrator client component. In the same way, we have web-based administrator also. This web-based administrator also separate client component. That also we are going to discuss. See, this is called information server administrator topics. This IBM information server admin is a new component which is added from version 8 onwards only. Before that, in 7 version, 6 version, those versions when we are working as a data stage developer, we don't have this particular IBM information server admin. When we are discussing actual tool, I'll tell you okay what are the additions and deletions there in version to version. Right? This administrator client component, whatever we have, are used to get good understanding and good knowledge on administration, and you can be able to work as a data stage administrator also on requirement on the company. These two also we are going to discuss to understand the complete admin process. And next, we also have other client components. These are used to do different other activities. What are those means? Some client components are used to do kind of information analysis. In our data, we can do different kind of information analysis on the data. That simply we can call as a information analyzer and information services director. Just I'm logging. See, this is the information server client component. You just log in. Here, if you want to work on information analysis, okay, like column analysis, baseline analysis, right now all are showing disabled. Why means there is no project is open. If you want to enable these all things, first we need to create a one project. To create a project, simply click on new project, and there we can search if any project is already created or something. Type information analyzer. Project is also just I'm creating analyzer. Click OK. When you create this kind of project here, just okay, you will be able to see these all options will be enabled. Just see these all are enabled. Once you create an empty project or something, then we can enable these all the property. We can start doing investigation, operation, data quality, and okay, logs and views creation, scheduling of views, deploying the code, everything we can see with the different analysis also. There is about information analyzer also. We are going to discuss basic views about information analyzer. What is this information analyzer? What kind of activities we can do in information analyzer? Data profiling, creating the statistical reports, baseline analysis, cross-domain analysis, summary statistics. Those basic reports also we are going to discuss here. And apart from that, once all the developers are working on any project as a developer, they are going to create multiple data stage jobs. What are the data stage jobs they are creating? So we can also work as batch jobs created. That's called sequences. What are the sequences we want to create? Those sequences, whatever we are creating, those also we can run and we can execute as a batches. If you want to create a number of batches, those n number of batches, if you want to see in repository, under repository we are going to have one batch called datastage sequence. Okay, see this kind of sequences we are going to create in this particular datastage batch. Here if you want to put your own name also in a batch, you can put under this jobs folder. For example, if my name is Suresh, then I can put one more folder called Suresh. Like this, when you're practicing, you can also specify your name, and this kind of batch also we can create. Okay, this is a kind of batch flow. This kind of batches you need to create. That's called sequence. How to create a sequence is how to set up a trigger and then recoverable recoverability, notification activity, termination activity, wait for file activity, looping, how to do loop. If you want to run the same job a number of times in Datastage, we can set up a simple loop. For setting up a loop, we are going to use start loop and end loop activities in Datastage. Is also this kind of loops, how to create and how to design, we are also going to discuss in sequence. Okay. And apart from this normal course, we will also discuss about quality stage. If you see nowadays, most of requirement in DICE, or any other job portal, please mute yourself who is not speaking. Thank you. Here, when you go for this one, about this particular quality, whatever we are implementing, that we will discuss about basic quality stage and quality stage architecture and basic info about this quality also. Investigation stage, standardization stage, how to develop a jobs with quality stage, what kind of quality issues generally in any business are facing, what is the architecture for quality stage. And just let me show you few of the jobs which already I created for my previous batches regarding this quality stage. See here. Few of the jobs I designed for quality stage also for my previous batches to apply different kind of quality stage rules. In this one I am applying country rules for to identify the data whatever we are entering is belongs to which country. Does this data belongs to any specific country or does this data belongs to any particular area or something, to identify country rules in the same way domain preprocessor rules. If you want to see those kind of rules and validations, standardization validations here. For example, I want to apply name rules, address rules, area rules, I can apply. Those kind of rules, how to apply, how to create a new process, and how to get the rules from our repository. Those may be standardization, quality stage rules, or waves. Waves means worldwide address verification enhancement system. How to apply these rules, how to process these rules data into warehouse also we can discuss in standardization stage. Okay, these standardizations say how to implement and how to design these standardization stages with the checking of email ID, checking of non-domain data like phone numbers, credit card numbers, taxation ID numbers, and domain data like names, addresses, area information. How to create our own rules. Sometimes what are the rules we have in quality stage? Those rules will not support to do our functionality as per our project requirements. Then we are also going to override those rules in quality stage. How to override means when you are applying any rules in quality stage, when you go for any specific rule, for example, I am going for USA, under this I am selecting name rules, right click here, when you go for properties here apart from the built-in rules files, those are classification tables, dictionary tables, pattern override action tables, and override is also there. If you want to override any existing rule, you can double click on this one. It will open a override window. You can enter the input text whatever you want to override. Okay, what type of override options you want to specify? Do you want to check for first name or last name? Those things also we can do. And before writing our rules, if you want to test any string, okay, simply go for test. Just let me show you how to test. This is one name and I want to just test it. Is it currently supporting my quality stage naming rules or not? Yes, it's supporting. See here. This, okay, name, whatever we enter here, it shows the gender code is male, and in this name, first name is William, and middle name is H, and primary name is, okay, Adamora, and Adamora, okay, next, match names are, these are supporting. In case when we enter any name here, if it is not supporting from exact quality stage rules, it will return here unhandled data pattern. For example, unhandled data pattern will be plus F5, FFI, plus comma plus. There are multiple patterns there in quality stage. Those patterns will come. When we receive such a kind of pattern, we need to handle that. To handle that, existing what are the rules are there in pattern tables or classification tables or first name tables. If you want to see first name table rules, you can see. Under quality stage, these all names belongs to first name, which are F means first name. These all names, whatever we have here, belongs to first name. What is the data you entered? If that data matching with our quality stage name rule set means the data will check for these names. If what is the data you entered there, it is matching with these names, then it's your correct data format. Okay, like this kind of the names, if you want to check here, simply we can specify these name formats also. How to apply these kind of quality stage rules and how to override these rules, how to override the dictionary rules. Those also you can simply identify and overwrite also in quality stage standardization stage. Along with the standardization, we also have few other kind of rules also. But when we want to work on quality stage completely, we should also know one language that's called pattern action language, PH, because we need to create some kind of patterns in data stage. Those patterns, as per those patterns, we are going to load data into warehouse and we are going to get a good patterns data and everything. If you want to know the pattern action language, also this very biggest language actually, it take only 10 days of that particular pattern action language. And match days, are they survive days? These are the things we are going to discuss in quality stage. There is up to 10 hours of session. Finally, once all course completion is done, we'll go for project. We are going to discuss about one project at least 10 hours of time. What is this project? How we are going to implement this project 10 hours of time means here in this particular project here, we are going to discuss about the entire overview about the project which we are going to implement generally. First, we are going to understand the architecture of the particular project and business requirement documents, dimension tables and fact tables modeling, flow of subject area discussion, design of high level and low level designs, project flow, complex job discussions, system and user acceptance testing, deployment process, creation of job designs, how to design a complex job, how to do different kind of testing. Even once our code is moved into production, how to do this kind of production supports, what are the major issues we are going to face when you are your code in production, what kind of incident and problem tickets or anything will come into production, how to handle those defects, and how to write some kind of automation scripts. These are all the things we are going to discuss in 10 hours of session for entire project. And apart from this materials, coming to the materials phase, what are the materials we are going to share? We are going to share you data stage developer materials, admin materials, quality stage materials, and basic Unix commands, shell scripting, database materials, and some project materials also we are going to share you. Along with this, if any one of you want to do certification on data stage, I'll also share you some top materials related to certification. You can also do 8.5 certificate because up to now IBM released only 8.5 certification. You can do certification and you can also get scored 100%. on the certification as well. Okay, these are the things we are going to discuss in actual sessions up to 40 hours of time. Any questions? Anyone having any questions or
How often do you take the classes?
it's daily classes from Monday to Saturday. Week, okay, right. It's a daily week. 6 days we have a class, and Sunday we are going to have off. This is going to complete within 30-35 days. Daily 1 to 1.5 hour depend upon availability of you guys. We are going to take 1 to 1.5 hours.
Suresh, so are you going to teach us like the integration part also, like if we are integrating with some external systems like IBM MDM or something else? Is it also covered in this course?
No, that is not going to cover. Actually, that is separate. There are three multiple batches are there along at me. One is for basic. This is only for basic course.
Oh,
complete. Okay. Who are new to this data stage or who are first time coming to this data stage, for them we are going to use this course session. And already working employees, okay, if they have idea on data stage tool and everything, then we can go for integration and complete quality stage and complete information analyzer. That is very advanced topics. That is going to take taken by 40 hours of session. That is different session.
Oh, but you have that. You're also going to teach. I mean, that is part of.
Right.
Okay. Okay. And how much duration is that you're taking for those integration? So it's going to be like we have to go through this basic first, then afterwards if we wanted we can go for
right. There are two things that what I'm mental. If you are already aware of this data stage and completely you are already working on any version, then it's better to directly go for integration and admin part, quality stage, those things.
Okay.
If you are the first time entering this data stage, so first we should know the basic part of this data stage, then we can go for advanced. Of that advanced topics also have 40 hours of session.
40 hours session. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
But if you have a exposure to something like SAP BODS or any other tool, how does it help?
Right. If you already have an exposure on those tools, also it's easy to understand data stage because the same process.
Right.
Again, if you go for BODS or any ETL tool is process same. Only the stages whatever we have inside that one, the functionality is same, but only the implementation process will be different. When you go for BODS, there also we are going to have join operators and join stages, like those stages are there. Same way when we go for our this ETL tool also, data stage also we have same process we are going to implement and we are going to load as well.
I was only recommending if you take every day 2-hour session and give alternate days break so that we can practice and cover our material, then course will be more useful.
That I need to check because per day I already have 4 batches running. From my time morning 6 to 10. Already 4 batches are 6 they're running. I have to check the timing first. That we can discuss. Yep. If you are, that's not a problem. But breaks in the sense I want to recommend you one thing. Because sometimes what is going to happen is this is not going to work. This approach. For example, day by day in the sense, sometimes I want to tell you some issues also. What generally is. Yesterday, for example, I want to take a session, but unexpectedly my network connection is down. I'm not able to do anything because I called to my call center people also. They did not pick the phone and they did not even respond to me. Because that kind of unexpected breaks will happen and we don't want prolong our session. For example, if I took a day by day session and 2 hours means it's good actually. But let me check with other people also who want to attend this batch. Already few demos also happened. They are all interested. They are waiting for to start actual session.
No, I was
let me
only
check
tried different sessions, and what I have seen more advantages, at least beneficial of the courses was if I get to practice alternate days. If I can able to practice the same day, that's useful. But with the work schedule we have, is practicing on the
Right,
same day is
right,
difficult.
right.
I don't
Yep, I
mind
can
you take one.
understand.
I don't mind you take 1 hour or
No.
1.5 hours, but alternate days will be better for me.
Right, no problem. That's right. Okay, we'll check with other people also. We will plan it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, whenever you practice only, that will be interactive. Okay, otherwise, what is going to happen is, okay, if the people are not practicing, and if the people are not having software ready in their missions, okay, what I am observing in my previous batch also, who are practicing, they are able to, okay, interact in classes, they will ask questions, and okay, they will get all info which is required in a class and everything. But who completed without start? Some people, okay, they are going to tell we will practice later when we have time or something. But what is happening in their cases is when they are practicing actual sessions, okay, when they got a time, they have all doubts and they want, okay, at the time, they're going to call me, okay, they're going to ask me questions. Okay. That's okay, but okay, I can accept anytime call and I'll also help you guys. And even if you join, okay, okay, you are going to receive multiple batches also. Okay, if you want, if you have any doubts or something, you can also attend the next batch for the doubts. We have the doubts class also. Means that extra topics, whatever we are missing, or okay, whatever you are not able to understand, that you can understand next batch as well. Because for a day, I told you, 4 batches are running for me. Any batch you can choose and any batch you can run as well. That's what. Okay, that is okay. Depends on people. Okay, people are very interested to practice and they want to ask questions on the class itself and they want to try most of questions in the class itself. A few people are want to practice later. That depends. Let me check with other people also this proposal. Okay, if all are agree, then we can go with the same approach, day by day classes.
Okay, okay.
Suresh, so are you going to install the software in our machines or we have
Right.
to?
Yep.
No. Okay.
Right. Once you guys confirmed, okay, my admin will start installation of Datastage into your machine.
And that's going to be a permanent installation or it's only for a specific period of time we can use?
No, it's a complete permanent installation only.
Oh, okay. It's not a open. Is it a open source or I mean?
It's
If
not
you
an
get a
open source
production
system
software,
actually.
how does it work?
Right. Okay. We are going to share you the software links. You can download. Once you download, okay, you can call to my admin or he will contact you. You can
Okay.
install.
Okay.
Is there a recorded version shared with the client people?
No.
See, that's another thing. When we practice, we find up a lot of questions. So if you have a look for some backup, we can
Right.
reduce your, yeah.
Right. But okay, if I share the recorded sessions, will there be any other batch? Can I accept?
No, this is you are
No.
sharing with me, right? Like you are not sharing with the other
Right.
batches.
No. I can tell you one thing, frankly. Okay, I'm teaching these classes from the year of 2007 onwards. Okay, if I start sharing, no one will come to me up to these all the years. Only what I'm going to share is which are critical and which are important. For example, I'm doing FCD implementation. I'm doing transformer state loop condition. I'm doing surrogate key implementation. I'm doing lookup transformations. Those I'm going to share you because those when you are practicing, you need any help or something. That's what I'm telling to my students who need regarding something. You can attend any batch while you are practicing. If you have any doubts, I'm always welcome to attend next batch, okay, for that doubts.
Okay.
Because there are every day 4 batches are running for me and one of my other friend also teaching batches. Any of those batches, I'm teaching 4 batches and other my friend also teaching 4 batches. We are okay having 8 batches running on parallelly. If you have any questions on any topic, you can attend any of mine or that day batch also, okay. That is which is right time is suitable to you. You can attend, you can learn that topic.
What kind of a practical projects exposure will get? Is it only anything like that?
Right. When you go for the project here, we are
So
going
will
to
we be
share.
ready for the client projects?
I'm not getting come again your question.
Will
Okay.
we be ready after this course for the client's projects?
You can be ready because I'm not 100% give you guarantee that okay we are going to provide 100% thorough in a classes itself because of this limited time. Even I know most of things. Okay, I'm not able to share you within this limited time of our class of 40 hours or something. But what I'm doing is, apart from course, most of the trainers, what they are doing is they are doing completely only giving course overview. They are giving okay overview of the tool basical part only. But when I'm discussing actual classes, I will not go for any basics, complete in depth. And project also, that's what I am putting in my content 10 hours. 10 hours completely we are going to discuss a complete project flow, how you are going to work and everything. You are going to get an idea how a data set project is you are going to work and where your responsibilities will be there, where you are going to start, what kind of work you are going to have that one. That's what there are three. That's what just let me give you. The three batches at me. One is complete course. This is a complete course batch. One more batch is there. That is completely only advanced topic. Who already know data set, for them only advanced topic. No basic discussion, no things. Nothing is there, only advanced. That is also 40 hours of session is there. One more batch is there, that is completely project 40 hours of session. Only project. No course discussion. In that batch, completely we are going to discuss 40 hours of time project also.
Okay,
Who already learned courses, okay, for them that those two batches will be useful. So if they want to follow something.
Suresh, my question is like when we go into any project and if you face any issues, technical issues, so and can we come back to you and ask all the questions like if we need a basic answer for any questions or any technical?
Right. You can.
So are you going to help us like? Okay.
Yep, I'm going to help you. Even okay, once you are joined on courses, okay, I'm going to share my numbers as well. You can contact me at any time. You can even okay. So many people are right now. These timings generally in the morning times of India. I'll be a little bit busy with the classes. Evening times of my time means your daytime. I'll also be up to online. Okay, with a 12 or 1 every day. Okay, two of my previous batch students are okay who already got jobs. They are going to call and they're going to ask in their work environment what they got issue or how to do that. They can do that one also, but not more hours. If it is more hours means I'm not going to take care. If you want, okay, we'll arrange okay separate people to do help for you for a kind of support something. That is different. But okay, if you need a basic help, I'm ready.
See, I have taken BODS from B classes. That was continuously and every day, and I found it difficult to follow up and practice simultaneously. That's why I'm telling you this the alternative session will be useful, which I had taken another class with another group, and that was helpful for me.
Right. That we can discuss with with all the people, no issues. That's not a problem for me. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, let me discuss with other people who already attended the demo. Let me put up that proposal in front of them. If they also look good, then we can start like that one. No issues.
Okay. So I will. What are the next steps? Should we need to touch base with Teja? Or,
Right. Okay, you can touch base with Teja.
do you have any idea right now when are you starting? What is the schedule and things like that?
Right. Okay, this batch will start after Christmas.
After Christmas, okay. That's
right,
Tuesday.
Because okay, right, maybe Tuesday or okay Thursday. Sorry, Wednesday. Because we want to plan because of this Christmas. Okay, 25th and 26th Indian timings. We are going to give holidays for the people who are already in my previous batches. In those batches, okay, few people are want to celebrate their Christmas, and few people are okay also even want holidays. Okay, they want to enjoy with their families. Okay, they want to go out or something. For that, we are giving a break 2 days. After that, we will start new batch.
Okay. You are sharing a course material, right? How is the certification? Right. How much is going to help us? The material is good or?
100%. You can get 100% score because certifications. If you go for any certification, to clear certification, not required of, frankly speaking, not required of knowledge, because there is dumps is there. You can use those dumps. You can go to those dump questions. 100% same questions will come.
Oh, is it?
Same questions, same answers will come. Okay. For Datastage, we have 60 questions will come and 90 minutes will be there. If it is quality stage, 63 questions will come up 90 minutes. And for information analyzer also 65 questions will come out of 90 minutes. There are 3 certifications in the for entire data stage. One is data stage certification, data stage version 8.5, quality stage 8.5, information analyzer 8.5. Three you can do, depends on your knowledge. Okay, if you want to go for data stage, okay, you can, it's a very basic, only if you want to complete certification. But instead of completing certification without knowing good that much knowledge is also not a good part. If you know certification, client will always ask questions are a little bit high. The best way is you can learn that much depth, whatever we have in certification topics, then you can go for certification also. I'll share the related materials to you. By seeing that one, if you have any questions, you can ask me. And okay, we will also focus on that area as well. Go to certifications, how to do and everything.
Is the 40 area enough for you to learn these two?
Not 100% enough, because we need to discuss in depth, means it will take 2 months or 2.5 months also. But will not be able to, based on okay schedules and everything. Maximum 40 to 45 hours we are going to sit in this class. That depend upon your practice, first of all. Okay, what are your practicing? You may ask questions and everything. This is not like okay SAP BODS or other ETL tools, because if you go for a BODS or those ETL tools, you little bit know about SAP knowledge. Otherwise, even though if you know BODS also, there is no much useful. But when it comes to this data stage or Informatica, Omnisho, these tools not required of any business knowledge, frankly speaking. You can technically learn and you can implement into any business. Because I also know BODS, I am also a faculty of BODS as well. But nowadays I am not teaching BODS, I am teaching data stage and Hadoop, those tools.
What is the other one you said?
Hadoop, big
Okay.
data.
Okay.
See, which is has the market share more, data stage or the Informatica?
That we can't tell that okay market is now good on this one or this one, that one like that. But a number of clients earlier it's very good on Informatica. Now they are migrating into data stage or our ETL tools. Even BODS and Omnisho also good. But what are the best thing in data stage means, because of this IBM take over this tool and they are providing a kind of package who want to implement data warehouse. They have their own front-end system that's called mainframe systems, and they are going to have their own Unix server like AX, IBM AX. They have ETL tool that is data stage. They have their own databases like NetJa and DB2 databases, and they have their own reporting tool Cognos, and they have their own tool IBM master data management. Like okay, these are all because of products which are required to implement data warehouse. We are using all the parts. That's what okay. We will go for these tools best with comparison of them.
How much we need to know shell scripting and all that?
You should know scripting very well.
To work in a data stage developer.
Right. Anyone, if you go for any ETL tool also, frankly speaking, without knowing scripting, no ETL tool, because you are going to install our data stage or Informatica, all these servers on Unix only. When we are installing those on Unix, we need to do some automations. That's what okay. I'm also going to discuss few scripts for automating of the code. Every day our data stage batch is finished. I want to get a mail, or if any job is failed, I want to get a mail notification, alarm notification to my mobile. And if any of file received into our landing box, but the file is not yet been released from data stage and the file is still awaiting in landing itself only. I want to get a message saying that so and so file received on so and so time, but still not yet been processed. Such a kind of okay automations if you want to do, we'll go for scripting. I will also discuss you when you are discussing about projects, how to do this kind of scripting as well.
Sounds good, Suresh. Thanks.
Yep. Fine then. Okay. We'll meet next class. Okay, because all other people are also waiting. To start a class, I told okay, oh, okay, so we can start. Okay, I'll let you know.
Thank you, Suresh.
Okay, thanks.
So look forward to your email or something on from Teja.
Sure,
later
sure.
when the,
Right,
yeah.
right. Okay, Teja will send you the mail. Okay, then. Hello.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Bye.